Former U.S. President Bill Clinton and his wife Hillary have agreed to testify in a Republican-led investigation into convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The recent release of millions of documents by the U.S. Justice Department has tied many prominent politicians, academics, and business people to Epstein, including Microsoft founder Bill Gates. So what further details could this inquiry bring to light? Harry Melkonian is an honorary associate at the United States Study Center, and he joins me now. Good to have you with us this evening. Now, this has been looks like at least the most significant of the releases of Epstein files. I want to talk about Bill Gates first, because emails from Jeffrey Epstein himself claim that the Microsoft founder contracted a sexually transmitted disease, even tried to secretly give his then wife Melinda antibiotics. How damaging is this for the Microsoft founder?
Well, on a personal level, of course, it's deeply embarrassing, no doubt about that. As to the effect upon Microsoft itself, that's doubtful if it has any effect. Bill Gates is not running Microsoft anymore. And he has denied it. It remains to be seen whether or not these statements are true, because there's been a lot of statements in emails that people have contested.
Yes, noting that he has denied all these allegations as absurd. What does this tell us then still about the relationship between Bill Gates and Epstein?
Well, it certainly would indicate that there was a relationship between them. Exactly what it was, we really still don't know. I think Bill Gates is the one at this point who could illuminate that more than anyone else.
And do you expect more scrutiny in the days and weeks forward? Do you expect him to front a congressional committee like Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton both will be doing soon?
Not necessarily, because the Clintons are being looked at by the House Oversight Committee. And that's the primary investigatory body of the House of Representatives that looks for waste and abuse within the government. And it's not very clear how Bill Gates would have anything to do with that, whereas a former president is an entirely different story.
Yes, and I wonder what you make of Melinda Gates's reaction overnight, given that she says Bill Gates needs to answer for his alleged bad behavior.
Well, I think she's undoubtedly, and rightfully so, extremely distraught about this. Somebody, if it's true, somebody secretly or surreptitiously giving her antibiotics for sexually transmitted disease. She has every right to express some outrage and demand that he come clean on the whole thing.
Yes. And going back to Bill Clinton and the Clintons, I mean, they've resisted for so long to front that congressional committee, which was now about to launch, contempt procedures. Is that why they've changed their minds? And how do you see, this playing out publicly?
Well, I think you're correct. It was this threat of a vote by the full House to hold them in contempt of Congress, which could lead to a criminal prosecution in the courts, which obviously the Clintons do not want that to happen. And they've reached a decision that rather than deal with issues of contempt, to go and testify. And in the case of Hillary Clinton, of Secretary Clinton, she's made it very clear that she never knew this guy. So if that's the case, I mean, her testimony could be very, very short.
Yeah, that begs the question, why does she then have to front that hearing as well? That's what a lot of people are asking, because we've seen many photos of Bill Clinton from the release of those Epstein files, not many of, none, I suppose, of Hillary.
Well, I suppose they want to ask her what she knew about it all. And she's been quite clear that she never met the guy, and I think she's very glad that she never did meet him.
And just finally, at the same time, we have seen so many now images of girls and women in these blacked out photos, redacted photos released from this latest tranche of the Epstein files. Do you believe, any of them, perhaps they might be alleged victims of Jeffrey Epstein, emerging to come out to speak publicly?
Oh, I think that's going to happen. There's so many of these victims. I mean, it's not just a handful. It's a fairly awful situation. I mean, of lots of people, and you have to believe some of them will feel it's better to say that's me, and then they will be in a position to say what one of these prominent people may have done or not done to them.
And do you believe, given the gravity of what's been released, that this inquiry is perhaps building up to any actual convictions?
That's unclear because remember, the House Oversight Committee can't bring criminal charges. It's just it's a congressional investigatory agency. And by the way, the Clintons have said they really are overstepping their bounds. They have a legislative function, and these other people who are not involved in government, that's probably outside of what this committee can be looking at. And we're not seeing any, and I think this is the clear point, we're not seeing any action by state or federal prosecutors against other potential offenders.
Yeah, it looks like it may, from that, doesn't bode too well for the victims. Harry Melkonian, I really appreciate your insights there. Thank you so much.
Thank you.